Hello Freedom Fighters, this is Diana again, and the reason I'm doing two videos today is because last week I had prom and I missed my video for the 14th, Friday the 14th. So what we kind of agreed on with the channel is that I would just post it today, do two today, because I'm the only host on Fridays. So the last week's topic was positive reinforcement for young girls, why growing up can be so hard and why some girls might turn to eating disorders. So I'm going to start off by saying that we all know that growing up in not only America but all over the world is very challenging nowadays because of the media. I'm not putting blame on the media for eating disorders, I'm just trying to point this out. Young girls, young boys, everyone in our society nowadays, but especially young girls and young boys, are targeted from, the age of 5, right when they can talk, right when they can start reading, watching TV, seeing commercials, and understanding them. They're targeted from that young of an age by constantly seeing ads about dieting, modeling a specific weight, a specific new clothing line, the new look, a certain weight you're supposed to be. You're too fat, you need to go on a diet, you're too skinny, this, that, and the other thing. The Western culture, in particular, that I live in, because I live in America, Minnesota, and England, Australia, New Zealand are really the targeted areas, just because I would say we have the biggest kind of push towards media. I know in America the media is very, very, very strong. A lot of kids know more about celebrities than they do about history, just because that's how our kind of world is. But growing up nowadays is definitely a challenge compared to what it used to be. Kids walk outside and they see a billboard saying that they need to lose weight. They flip on the TV, they see commercials about the new diet products. And they get home from school, talk to their parents, and, their parents might be on a new diet and asking them, do I look good in this? Do I not look good in this? And then they have all the responsibilities of school, work, home life, family, friends, everything. And I know when I was a kid, when I was growing up, I had a lot of responsibilities. I had to do a certain way in school. I had to do a certain way, do certain things in a certain way when I was at home, just because of how my mom was kind of strict about chores and all that. I had to get A's in school, do perfect in my sport, live up to the media, compare myself to all the kids at the high school, the middle school, try and always be the best in everything, and it really does take its toll. Young kids and kids in general are getting eating disorders earlier and earlier, and it's just not okay what our culture is doing to our young kids. Sorry, coughing because I'm sick. I'd say that as kids see these images every day, all the time, and they're constantly pressured with the media and family, friends, school, everything, at some point, a few of them are going to break, and a few of them are going to give in, a few of them are going to, take all these images of models and say, well, I'm not I'm not that shape. I don't look like that. So I'm going to have to do something to my body to make myself look like my favorite celebrity, even though their favorite celebrity is actually airbrushed and photoshopped to an extreme so much that it's so unrealistic. But young girls and boys don't understand that. They don't understand that images that we actually see on the magazine covers and on TV are not true at all. Celebrities are normal. They're normal people. For the most part, they look just like you and me. But once they get on that magazine cover, it's something fake. It's been messed around with so much that sometimes celebrities have gotten mad when they see themselves on the cover just because it's nothing like them. And by the time they do get on the cover, they look distorted and unrealistic. No one can really reach perfection. It's impossible. No one can look the way the media portrays us to look like. The only way you can look like them is, of course, by getting an eating disorder or doing something else in a harmful way. So it's it's actually really sad what the media has done to us, what our culture has done to us. Eating disorders are getting more prevalent every year we go by, and the media is getting more twisted every year. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, eating disorders were a problem, but they weren't as big as they are now. And I actually read a study the other day that eating disorders are affecting children younger and younger every year. At first thought, people would think that it's just high schoolers, but it's actually getting down to people as young as the age of 7 or 8. When I was in treatment, I actually had someone in my unit that was 8 years old. They were in 5th or 6th grade, and they had an eating disorder. And that's just sad. Like, I don't understand how a 5th or 6th grader can even know and can even comprehend. I know when I was in 5th or 6th grade, like, I just don't understand how that can even happen. It's really sad, and it's definitely why young girls and boys, they do get sick earlier, because the media being targeted at them so young, it's going to screw with a couple of them and have a couple of them develop eating disorders. And really, for me, being pressured at that young age, I do remember turning on the TV, and I do remember looking at commercials and noticing how good people looked on TV, and then looking at myself. And I do remember the first time I did look in the mirror and not like what I saw, and that was, I would have to say, that was when I was probably in 5th or 6th grade, just like that girl that was in my treatment center. And our society by far does not have enough positive messages. We have a lot of negative messages being portrayed, but there are definitely not enough positive. I just hope, like, our society can change and we can get rid of all the negativity on TV and instead have positive things said over commercials about self-esteem, instead of showing these images that kids want to live up to. So, my time is up, but I'm going to let you guys go. I hope this helped, and I'm sorry for having this video be so late. Alright, bye guys.